In this next section, I'm going to show a few examples of how important packaging actually is. So in this first example here, it's really about how does the packaging help the shopper. So this is a standard pack of pasta that I've taken myself, and this is just to show what it looks like. So let's go through it. So what type of pasta is this? So very often the pasta companies will actually put the type of pasta name, of course, on the packaging. But what they actually did here very smartly was to both show a visual of what the pasta looks like, but also ensures that there is a clear packaging as well, so you can actually see as a shopper what kind of pasta this is. Because maybe you have kids back home that don't like spaghetti or don't like this kind of pasta, but here it's very easy for the shoppers to see, oh, penne is this kind of pasta, because maybe you didn't know that, for instance. So this can be a crucial part when it comes to the pasta company to actually show the kind of pasta that you have inside it. Then we have another thing that they very smartly put on the packaging here. They put made in Italy. Why is that smart? Because we all know the pasta really comes from Italy. So this is a quality mark. So when you see that as a shopper, you will immediately think this was made in Italy. Thus, it must be good. Another great thing they put on this pack here, or the design of the packaging here, is the inspiration on how to serve the pasta. So very nicely they put a great inspiration here to show, okay, this is how easily you can make a dish at home. You just need some sauce, some basil, and maybe some cheese as well, and then you have a dish that you can serve at home. So again, inspiration is always good to have on packaging. Another great thing here for the shoppers as well is that they clearly states down here on the left side that it only takes 7 to 9 minutes to cook. So why is that important? Because it really helps the shoppers to know that I can have dinner in 10 minutes, or actually in 7 to 9 minutes. So this again just helps the shopper to understand that this is an easy to serve product, and therefore it can convince the shoppers that today they should have pasta for dinner. Another thing they also mention is that it's made from durum wheat, which is also a quality mark, and also can be something that's important depending on maybe allergies, etc., from the shopper. So again, something that shows what this product is. The next example I'm also going to talk about is this one. So this is probably one of the best examples of how packaging can support shopper marketing and actually the overall brand marketing as well. So this is the example from Coca-Cola. So here you see the whole concept of share a Coke with, and then it can be friends, family, and different kind of names. They even had different kind of cities and countries, etc. So this is how you can change the primary label of your product to create some kind of engagement and excitement towards the shoppers. So again, if a shopper is on a shopping trip mission and in the supermarkets, if they see this and they are maybe going back to the parents, they might be thinking, oh yeah, of course I'm going to buy a Coca-Cola with the name Papa or Mama on, for instance. So a great example of shopper marketing that also can be brought back to the brand marketing, and therefore create a 360 campaign around this, because it also works very well and is both online, and is something that's really shareable as well, because it is something that people talk about. So again, this is a great example of how packaging can support shopper marketing and the overall marketing campaign. Another thing that you can do with packaging is also competition to excite shoppers and consumers. So here, for instance, you see both that something that Pepsi did and also how Coca-Cola did it. So you can put some kind of prizes or QR codes to win and scan, and this is something that will entice and excite the shoppers. So something that will cut through and maybe be a reason why shoppers will pick your products. So it's something that we see on a lot of products, and a lot of brands utilizes this, because it is something that can also maybe get shoppers into a loyalty program. So basically there's a lot of ways that you can do that with the kind of excite through a competition as well. Another example I want to show is how packaging can bring the brand experience home. So for instance, if you have a beer brand like this, for instance, Grimbergen here is a beer brand, and it's really a premium beer. So of course here you want to ensure that the consumers don't just drink the beer out of a normal standard glass, so they maybe will have a bad experience. So what you can do is actually make kind of a gift package, for instance, where you include the premium glass that you have together with the beer. And in this way, this can both be used then for gifting, for the special event, maybe shopper trip mission, if you're needing a gift to bring back home. But it can also just be to ensure that you as a shopper marketeer can bring the brand experience back home to the shoppers and the consumers, and therefore increase the experience of the shoppers at home as well, which will also increase the quality of the beer, and hopefully then they will have a great experience that they will share online as well. So those were a few examples of how packaging can entice the shoppers, and also how you can with packaging communicate different kind of important information to ensure that the shoppers notices your products and brands, so they will pick it and in the end buy your product.